Hi friends, welcome to the special mini marathon of module A and B. There will be many questions on module A and mainly on module B. Module B is very difficult. Module A is a bit easier. Module B is a bit difficult. So I'll be focusing many questions, almost 70% on module B. Retail banking, retail assets, retail liabilities, everything. So that's why follow the video till the end. Don't miss it. Not even a single question should be missed. Follow it till the end. Roughly around 2 hours session it will be. Follow it till the end. Share it with your friends. Share it on all your social media platforms. Share it on your various WhatsApp channels. Everywhere, anywhere you can. Like the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon. Do it first. Okay. So let's start. First, first I'll give you one very important question which will be surely asked in the exam. Surely. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Definite question in the exam. Definite. You come out of the exam and then tell me whether the question was there or not on this. Invest rupees 250 every month. Maximum investment is 1,50,000. Okay. 1,50,000 maximum investment. Returns 8.5% per year, per annum. Okay. Government declares it every year. Sure, they can change it. They can go increase it also, decrease it also. But right now it is there. Lock-in period is 21 years. Now this 21 years, there is a rule for this. From the date of its opening or till the marriage of the girl after she turns 18. Say this. Okay. So 21 years, there is a rule for this. 21 years is there from opening that account. But if she becomes 21 years, means if she becomes 21 years, her age becomes 21 years. Before this, this lock-in period is 21 years of age of the girl. Don't consider 21 years. This scheme is there. Age of that girl. Now, if the age of the girl is, let's say, 14, then it will be for 7 years. If it is 10, then it will be for 11 years. So either 21 years or before she gets married. If she gets married in the 19th year, then up to that only. Got it? Next, tax benefits. Investment also has a tax benefit. Interest also has a tax benefit. Interest which you earn, this 8.5%, that is also tax free. And withdrawals, when you withdraw the money, that is also tax free. Okay. Eligibility, maximum 2 girl child up to the age of 10. NRIs can't invest. See this, I told you just now 14. Now 14 is not possible. Directly 10 up to the age of 10. Okay. So the girl can be 2 girls only. Every year minimum 250 is required to be deposited. Otherwise there is a fine of rupees 50. There is a fine of rupees 50. So remember these important points. Okay, I wanted to start the session with this important note because this is a sure question in exam. Next one, match the different financial stages in the life. What are the life stages? Accumulation is given over here. What are the 3 stages? Mainly 3. There are 4 also, we call it, but mainly 3. Accumulation is there. Then second is transition. Transition here, I'll write it over here. Accumulation, transition means within the age of roughly 40 to 60. Transition, this is up to the age of 40, less than 40. This is 40 to 60. And last one is distribution, means I'm preparing that my wealth, whatever I've earned, how should I distribute it to the family or anyone else who I want. Okay, I can donate it to somebody, isn't it? So distribution, these are the 3 phases. So this accumulation phase is what? The stage is more concerned with maintaining existing growth than achieving new heights. When one can go for bold investments and set aside a fixed amount for investment and premiums. Bold investments. accumulation. You are going for accumulation, initial stage. Then during this phase, the efforts has to be put over the year that has put in over years to build a retirement fund, and other investments will finally pay off. So what is the answer for this accumulation? Okay, before answering this accumulation, we have got the answer for all the three. Now you answer me, everyone. This first is what? First, here, these are the three stages: accumulation, transition, and distribution. Now you answer me, everyone. Existing growth. So existing means already I have made a growth. So this will be what? Accumulation or transition, only these two. Chalo. Accumulation or transition, it will be correct. It will be transition. This is the transition phase. Okay, T. This is the second phase. When one can go for bold investments, so I can take heavier decisions, means I can go for equity mutual funds. Okay, I can go for stock market investments. I can go for some other investments. Bold, because I am in the early age. I have a lot of life to go. Salary will increase later, everything. I can go for a new house. This is the accumulation phase. So the answer is what? What is the answer? First or second? The answer is second. Correct? When one can go for the bold investments. Got it? Clear? Next one. Right? So this is the second phase. And this, what is this then? This is the third phase. The efforts which I have already put in over the years have paid up and build a retirement fund, isn't it? So this is a distribution phase, a retirement phase. Okay, got it, everyone? Clear? So these three phases, again exam question, sure exam question. Okay, sure exam question. That's what I'm saying. Follow this completely. You will get all the exam questions over here. Okay, follow. Don't follow it till the end. Okay, don't miss even a single question. Next one. Dash has a direct impact on the wealth creation. Select the most appropriate. So what is the direct impact? Here, look at the question. Select the most appropriate. In fact, if you check, everyone has a effect on this wealth creation. Inflation rate, yes. Interest rate, yes. TDS, yes. Deposit rate, yes. So everything has a direct impact on the wealth creation. But which is the most appropriate one? Which is the most nearest one? What will affect your life more? Deposit rate increases, TDS increases, interest rate increases. Deposit rate and interest rate, take it same only. B and D, let's take it same. Actually, interest rate is different. Interest rate means basically your repo rate. But let's combine them. Okay. Inflation rate. What will affect you most? Why do we cry always? क्या बढ़ गई? We always say, अरे यार ये महंगाई बहुत बढ़ गई. बहुत महंगाई बढ़ गई. What is महंगाई? महंगाई means basically, that is the answer. Isn't it? What is the answer? What will affect your wealth creation the most? Your grandfather had purchased the house for 200 rupees. Now the cost of that house is 1 crore rupees. Why? महंगाई. Inflation rate. So that is the answer. Inflation rate will affect your wealth creation the most. The most. It is the biggest killer of your wealth. Okay. Consider the following statements and choose the correct answer. Always here in exam, you always look at what do they want. Do they want correct or incorrect? If they want correct, it's called as positive question. If they want incorrect, it's called as negative question. So first focus on the question. Correct or incorrect. Okay. So implementation of CRM in business requires no technological upgradation. No. You don't require to upgrade any technology. CRM tools with marketing automation capabilities can automate repetitive tasks to enhance marketing efforts to the customers at different points in the life cycle. Which is the correct one? Think over it. Which is the correct one? Yes. Which is the correct one? Think. Yeah. Correct. The answer is 2. Okay, 2. CRM tools. See, first one is no upgradation. It's not possible at all. CRM is a software. If you have to apply this software in your bank, you have to make certain changes in your bank software. Okay. CRM tools with marketing automation capabilities can automate repetitive tasks to enhance the marketing efforts to the customers. That is the right answer. Repetitive tasks. These are to be constantly upgraded, constantly changed. Okay. The compensation for the DSAs will basically depend upon. What is DSA? There are two things. DSA, okay, give me the full form in the comment section, everyone. Full form, DSA full form, all of you. Full form, give me the full form. Full form of DSA is direct selling agent, correct. Direct sales agent or selling agent. Okay, you call it anything. Agent. Now this generally private banks have this. Then you'll say, sir, we are also having something. What are you having? This is for private banks. What do you have for nationalized banks? We have BCs, business correspondent, right? Or we call it bank mitra, isn't it? So business correspondents or bank mitra. Both of these work on what? Commission basis, right? The more volume, more business, right? So the compensation of DSAs will depend upon what? Volumes of the account, volumes of private banks, volumes of resources working in the bank, volumes of the business sourced. So what will it depend upon? Volumes of accounts. See here, obviously B is out. Volumes of private bank means what has the DSA to do with the volume of my bank? Working resources working in the bank means how many staff, what is the staff working in the bank? What has the DSA to do with it? Only the problem is between A and D. Volume of accounts or volume of business source means how many accounts have grown and what is the volume of business sourced. Now don't get confused between these accounts. Why? Because volume of account, is it said that the volume of accounts by the DSA? No. What is it said? Volume of accounts. What has the DSA to do with what my bank's or branch's account will increase? My branch account can increase daily 100. What should the DSA, what does the DSA have any concern with it? So if this would have been volume of accounts by DSA, then it would have been a confusion. But here there's no confusion. This is DSA should not be concerned with it. DSA should only be concerned with volume of the business sourced. What is the business he or she has brought in? That's it. Right? DSA job is only that much. Isn't it? The maximum amount allowed for investments in SGB, sovereign gold bonds, for individuals and HUFs is maximum amount for this SGB, sovereign gold bonds is what? Yeah, what is it? The maximum amount allowed for investment in SGB, sovereign gold bonds, is what? For individuals and HUFs. Okay, this is important. Individuals and HUFs. It is 4 kg, 25 kg, 2 kg, 20 kg. So investment in so what is sovereign gold bond? Sovereign gold bond means these are the e-bonds, e-golds. Instead of buying the physical gold, government says buy this e-gold. Government gives the interest on that, 2.5%. Okay, so buy this SGB. So what is the limit for the individual and HUF? For trust it is 20 kgs. Okay, for individual and HUF it is, yeah. What is the answer over here? It is 4 kg. Okay, individual and HUF, it is 4 kg. As an individual, you can invest in only 4 kg of sovereign gold bonds. Okay, these are issued by RBI. Just go to rbiretaildirect.com. You will get these sovereign gold bonds. Whenever there is a draw, every time they don't issue. Okay. Now, before going ahead, everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 English channel. Don't miss to do this. Have you joined the Power Pack batch? Here, 3, 4, 5 days are remaining. You can definitely win in these 4, 5 days also. Join this part. Recorded sessions are available. Join the recorded sessions immediately. Okay. So join it right now. Join it. Here, RBWM batch is special. There is a special batch for RBWM going on. Join this special batch. You don't want all this full. Join only RBWM batch. I'll show you at the end how to join it. If you are planning to go for next exam, many of you might be planning now for next exam. So if you are planning, buy this Mahapack for the next exam. I'll show you how to join it. Okay. Chalo. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. The moratorium period in case of personal loans is, now see this, we are talking of moratorium period in case of personal loans. Firstly, is there a moratorium period in PLs? Let's see. What are the options? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Actually, I'll tell you, there is no moratorium period. What is moratorium period? It means the period in which you don't have to pay your EMIs. There is no moratorium period, to be frank. I disburse this PL today. Within next month, this EMI starts. So this gap of 1 month here, now it's a tricky question over here. Here they are asking moratorium periods. Here, is there any option of no moratorium? If there would have been, you should have ticked that, no moratorium period. But there is no option. So which is the least one? Least one is 1 month. The day I disburse this loan today, disburse, okay, and next month's EMI, disburse, and next month's EMI, okay, 1 month. So consider this only, okay. Next one. Personal loans are generally repayable in a period of PL. PLs are given for how many months? 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months. Now see here, it depends. Banks have changed many of the banks have changed their criteria also, but still today 90%. Okay, and in your exam also. Now I am strictly speaking from the exam point of view also. PLs are generally repayable in the period of 12, 24, 36. Okay, I'll give you the hint. It's either B or C. It's either B or C. Yeah, it is 36 months. Kindly note. Personal loans are generally repayable in the period of 36 months. Got it? See here, now the banks have started giving PLs for 48 months also. Okay, even 60 months I have seen PLs. RBI doesn't restrict you. It's after all a commercial decision. Okay, bank can give up to 12 months also. Many of the companies, credit card companies and this online lending companies are giving up to 12 months, 6 months, 7 months. Now we have NEFT system, right? In that you can arrange any number of EMIs. Okay. For prepayment of personal loan, the banks obtain dash for payment on the due date. So what does the bank obtain? Means if I give you the PL, what should I take from you? Number one, authority letter to debit the deposit account, means your savings account. Okay, directly SI, standing instruction. FDR as a security for loan. I can take that also. Post dated checks, PDCs. That also. Any of the above. So what should a bank take? The answer is actually any of the above. See here, now the question over here is PDCs. PDCs are now gone. It's out of date, isn't it? Because all the banks are having that NAC system. Okay, NAC, I have taken a separate topic on this. This National Automated Clearinghouse. So, post-dated checks. Now these are out of flavor actually, but then also you can take it. FDR banks do take it. Then authority later to debit the deposit account, that is also taken. There's one more which is not given over here. There is one more which is not given over here. What is that? Okay, I'll give you the hint also in this. The bank takes the authority letter from the employer company that they will debit the EMI and pass it on to you. What is that called as? Getting this point? This is not mentioned over here. Okay, but this can be the question in the exam. Kindly note, this can be the question. See, this is a bank. Now I'll ask you this question as an extra question today. Bank, this is a customer X, okay, customer. Now what happens? Bank disburses the loans. So bank will disburse the loan. Okay, but the EMI of this customer is working with company Y. So this customer is working with company Y. So what will this company do? This company will debit the salary of this customer and pass on the EMI. EMI will be given by this company directly to you, and remaining salary will be given to this person. Okay. So what is this facility called as? Comment section, everyone. Comment section. See here, I got this question because I remembered this. This question is asked in every exam. It is called a check-off facility. Check-off. Okay, this is called a check-off facility. Got it? Clear? Move on. The disbursement of personal loans is generally, how do you disburse the PL? In one go, in a period of 1 or 2 months, in installments, in any of the above, as per the bank's discretion. So how does the PL generally gets disbursed? How many of you have worked in PL or even loans? You might be knowing this. Those who have worked in it, they might be knowing this. Type in the comment section yes if you have worked. Everyone, type in the comment section if you have worked in this. Type Y. Just type Y. Don't even yes. Okay. So PLs are disbursed generally in one go. Okay, single installment. Amounts are lesser, isn't it? The amounts are not huge in PLs. Okay, so they are always given in this one go only. Banks don't keep such things. Okay, because nowadays banks don't have time also for smaller loans. But then also, that is a flavor now. Now look at this. One more thing I'll tell you. One more fact which is seen now. 90% of the loans in India, I'll call it Bharat now. 90% of the loans in our country, Bharat, okay, are below 1 lakhs. Below 1 lakh. In terms of numbers, I am talking of numbers. I am not talking of amount. I am talking of numbers. 90% of the loans in our country are below 1 lakh. So this is a flavor. After all, you have to reduce your NPA also, diversify your portfolio also. So in that case, you have to focus on these PLs and these consumer loans, okay, and these two-wheeler loans. You have to focus on that. Got it? So the disbursement of the PLs is generally in one go. Smaller loans are always given in one go. The term demographic dividend is used in Indian context with reference to demographic dividend. What do you mean by this word demographic dividend? Demographic dividend here means advantage to the country because of the demography. Advantage to the country means what? What is this advantage? See here, you might have seen many times, heard many times in the television, in the channels. India is a young country. 65% of the population in our country is below 35. So that's it. That's called as demographic dividend. The advantage of the largest number of qualified persons in science and engineering. The advantage of a highest number of young people in the country. The advantage of highest number of software development firms, and advantage of all of the above. What is this demographic dividend related to? Qualified persons, young people, software. or all of the above. All of the above can also be the answer. So what is the answer? It is B only. Highest number of young people in India. This is the main point. Okay, B only. Not all of the above. Generally, we have the habit of typing all of the above. But every time all of the above will not be the answer. Got it? Clear? For education loans, banks allow dash. Banks follow dash. So what does the bank follow for education loans? What do banks follow for education loans? Number one, policy prescribed by Ministry of HRD, Government of India. Policy details formulated by RBI. Model education loan scheme of IBA. The own policy framed by them without taking into account any instruction from RBI or Government of India. So for education loans, banks will follow which policy? Now you'll always get confused between B and C. RBI, IBA, RBI, IBA. In fact, 90% of you might have just now ticked also B, RBI. Okay? But the answer is not RBI. Kindly note, the answer is IBA. Okay? Model Education Loan Scheme by IBA. Then you will say, sir, RBI? It's very simple. IBA is under RBI. IBA is under RBI. Okay? So IBA is in fact a part of RBI only. But we follow this. Model Education Loan Schemes of IBA. Okay? Now let me cover some other questions also which are important from your exam point of view related to loans as well as others. So loans, majority of the questions will be loans. But before going ahead on this, let me remind you, the new Power Pack revision batch, crash course, has already started. Join this immediately. Paid batch, huge, all the important points are covered over there, all. Okay, theory, numericals, objective questions, tests, ebooks, everything you have it. But join fast. Limited seats and limited days also, isn't it? Now how many days are remaining for your exam, right? Hardly any, isn't it? Not even 1 month roughly. So join it immediately and without fail. Okay, don't miss this opportunity. Let's move on. Which of the following statements is not correct? So you want not correct. Always remember in exam, if you focus on what is required, whether they require correct or non-correct. So I think you will be able to gain around 5 to 6 marks at least. So right now they want false. Okay, they don't want true. Loans and securities are banks' assets and are used to provide most of the bank's income. So loans and securities are banks' assets. Is it so? See here, whenever you get, how does a bank function? Bank is basically this is a bank. It gets deposits. Mainly, it gets deposits from the customers. There are others as well. I mean deposits plus it gets loans also from various banks, borrowings. This is also one of the part of the bank's incoming funds. Okay. Then it gives the funds where? It gives the funds in loans and second is securities. Securities means investment in bonds. So now, whenever this bank gives loans, so it will get the interest. So interest is earning income, right? Same logic is over here. Loans and securities are bank's assets and are used to provide most of the bank's income. That is obvious. That is true. Okay. But what do we want? We want false. A bank must also keep separate account loan loss reserves to cover possible losses when the borrowers cannot repay their loan. So we have to keep a separate loss account, or you can call it provision account. Okay. So do we have to keep it? So that's your question. See here. Now already I have told first option is true. Now you check which of them is false. Money held in the loan loss reserve account cannot be counted as revenue. Think over it. True or false? Bank has to keep the funds in the accounts with RBI in form of CRR and SLR, and banks will get interest on CRR from RBI. So banks will get interest. So which of them is false? Yes. Which of them is false? Right? The false answer is this only. This is false. False. All these are true. See here, separate loan provision account is to be made. So obviously that is to be made. This amount in the loan provision cannot be counted as revenue. See here, this has to be kept as separate. Provision has to be kept separate. You can't count it as a revenue or sales or your income. Okay, so that is not counted. So this is also true. So the correct answer is D. Let me see how many of you have got it correct in the comment section. Correct. Yeah, many of you have got this correct. Next one. Which of the following is not the source of cash inflow in respect of banks? So not a source of cash inflow. Okay. Bank contribution from the bank's owners in form of bank capital, borrowings from other banks, sale of debt securities, and providing loan to the customers. Cash inflow. We wanted cash inflow and not a source. Not. Okay. Not a source. Contribution from banks owners, obviously banks owners, whatever money they keep, that is called as capital, and that is infused in the bank only, right? So this is true. Okay, means it is a source. Okay, I'll write it not true and false, I'll write it source. Okay. Borrowings from other banks means we take loans from other banks, interbank borrowings we call it, so that is also a source. Sale of debt securities means whatever bonds I sell, bonds and debentures, whatever I sell, see this, I'm talking of selling, sell. So I'll sell the bonds to the customers or investors, and investors will pay me the money. So money will be in. Providing loan to the customers is not the source, not. So this is your right answer. Loan to the customer means you are giving out the money. We want inflow, not outflow. Okay. So there we are giving out the money. Got it? Next. Which of the following is the correct formula for calculating return on assets for the banks? Here, ROA. A return on assets. Now remember, two similar terms you will see. Okay. One is NII and second is similar one is ROA, return on assets. Okay. So these two will seem to be similar, just slight differences there. I'll tell you what. So first let's get a question. Fee income, net interest income plus net interest income minus operating cost upon average total assets. So it is upon, let me write it upon over here, upon average total assets. Here second one upon fee income plus net interest income minus non-operating cost upon average total assets. Fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost upon average total liabilities. Fee income plus net interest income minus net operating cost upon average total liabilities. Now which is the correct answer? You want ROA. Think over it. In the meantime, I'll explain you what is NII and ROA. See this, in NII what do? We get the loan interest, means it is basically the gap, right? Loan interest minus deposit interest. Okay. So that is basically NII. Here it is what? ROA means what? Here it includes something else also. Loan interest plus fee income. So fee income is not included in NII. Loan interest plus fee income. So that is not included in your NII. Okay. And minus this operating cost. Okay. So now think of the answer. See here, firstly remember we are calculating ROA, return on assets. So whenever you see upon assets, it means C and D are gone because this is upon liabilities. So these two are gone. Now only 1 and 2. Is it? See here, everything is same. Fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost, and here it is minus non-operating cost upon average total assets. So which of them is correct? Operating or non-operating? It is actually operating cost. Okay, operating cost. So A is correct. What is operating and non-operating cost? Sure, you might have studied in your some BCom or somewhere in accounts also. There are two incomes, revenue or outcomes also, outgo, revenue and capital expenditure. Income and expenditure, both of them are of two types, revenue and capital. Okay, so revenue means what? Regular operating, which is your regular operations, operating. And capital means what? Which is not an operating. I sell my furniture, I sell my shop, so that is capital. So this means from your business, regular business. Okay, so that is the answer. Fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost upon average total assets. So that is the answer. Which of the following is used for calculating return on equity from return on assets? Now you have to find out the relationship between ROE and ROA. ROA. So what is the relationship between them? That is what is asked. Here, which of the following ratios is used? So which is used? So I'll give you a simple example. Okay, let's see the options. Liquidity, activity, leverage and performance. Liquidity means what? Liquidity ratio means liquid ratio. Asset test. Quick assets upon your current liabilities. Activity ratio means all these turnover ratios. Okay. Leverage is the right answer. Leverage. What is the formula for leverage ratio? See here, it's like this. ROE equals to ROA into leverage ratio. Leverage. Okay. So ROE equals to ROA into leverage ratio. Okay. So what is the formula now? Look at this. Returns. ROE means return upon equity. Equity. Okay. Equals to ROA is what? Return upon assets. We call it actually average assets, but let's consider assets over here. Assets into leverage ratio is assets upon equity. Okay, so this asset gets cancelled and you get the answer. So this is the formula. So ROE equals to ROA into leverage ratio. Always remember this. Okay. Next one. You are given the information of XYZ bank. You are required to calculate the leverage ratio. So just now I gave you the formula of leverage. Asset upon this equity or capital. Equity or capital. It's one and the same thing. Okay. So what are the assets over here? 300 lakhs are the assets. Liability is no use. So just cross this. It's of no use. Capital is there 50 lakhs. So it is equal to 300 divided by 50. So that is equal to 6. So your leverage ratio over here is 6. This is your answer. Okay, leverage ratio is 6. Got it, everyone? Clear? These numericals are very important. These are one-liners, but we don't know in the exam many a times. Low interest rates, often with stiff competition among the banks, put pressure on the interest margin of the banks and hence negatively affect the branch profitability. This is an example of which of the following factors which affect the profitability of the bank. So, which of the factors will affect the profitability of the bank? Microeconomic, macroeconomic, industry specific, other bank specific. So what is microeconomic? Microeconomic means related to company, related to bank. Let's say bank only, to bank. Okay. Macro means related to country, economy as a whole. Industry specific, related to banking industry or finance industry. Banking or finance. Complete. Now this includes all the banks, all the financial companies, everything. And other factors means there can be miscellaneous factors of your bank. Some strike going on, some other things. So what can affect this competition? Answer is E, all of them. Right? All of them will affect the profitability of the banks. Isn't it? Right? Clear? Move on. Banking products like pensioners loans retirement solutions, pension plans, senior citizens, senior citizen term deposits comes under the category of which of the following? Security safety, needs, social needs, esteem needs, self-actualization needs. Now what are we talking of over here? We are talking of over here of Maslow's hierarchy, right? Do you remember this Maslow? Maslow's hierarchy. First is physiological, basic, right? Physiological, right? Second one, physiological. Second one is esteem. Sorry, even I got carried away. Safety, right? Safety. Third one is social. Okay, social. Fourth one, esteem. And last one, actualization. Okay, actualization. So these are the 5 hierarchies of Maslow. See here, physiological is hand to mouth, means lowest category, hand to mouth. Okay, all the Jandan accounts, all those are for this physiological. And actualization is the richest, means in fact this is the richest. These two guys, both of them you can consider as the richest, okay, or least concerned with minor monies. Okay, so now we are talking of what? Pensioner. Pensioner means this line, last stage. So it is what? Security, safety, social, esteem, or actualization. So answer is actualization. Generally, pensioners do come in this category. Pensioners in actualization category. Okay. Move on. Next one. Customers' requirement like and services like appearances of physical facilities, equipment, personnel, communication, materials, etc. comes under the category of which of the following? So customers require means whenever, let's say you go to some branch, some bank, there is a huge lot of dirt in the bank, dust, dirt, no one sweeping, no means cleanliness is not there. Huge files are pending. Will you like to go into that branch? Same is the case with customers. Customers don't like this appearances, bad appearances, shabby appearances, non-functioning equipments. Whenever your ATM is not functioning, you yourself tell me. You go to any ATM and that is not functioning. That doesn't give you money. Even though it might be from your bank. You will give thousands of the scoldings in mind, right? To this ATM and then come back. So customer doesn't like all these shabby equipments or your employee is not answering properly. So this comes under which category? It is under tangibles. Remember, tangible means what you can see, feel, touch. Got it? Customer requirement and services like competence, possession of required skills, knowledge to perform, courtesy, politeness, respect, consideration comes under which category? Tangible, reliability, responsiveness, and assurance. What do you think should be this? It should come under which category? What is the answer? It will come under what? Tangibles, reliability, responsiveness, assurance. This will come under assurance. Remember, assurance. What is assurance? See here, assurance means basically it has two parts. One is competence and second is courtesy. Both of them are required. Means you must have the knowledge also and you must be polite also. Both the things. Okay. Plus there is credit worthiness, means worthiness, whether the customer should trust you. But credit worthiness comes from your competence, knowledge, right? Security, the customer must feel secure in your branch. When will that customer feel secure? Whenever you are competent enough, having typical knowledge. That's why you are doing this JAIIB and CAIIB, isn't it? Courtesy, you are polite, you are understanding the customer, you are empathetic towards that customer, right? So this will come under assurance. Got it? Among the following, in which of the given stages the sales volume of the product picks up and the product is likely to break even and start generating profits for the organization. So among the given these points, okay, means this is basically we are talking of this product life cycle, PLC. What is PLC? Look at this. Every product has, like we have our life, right? We have childhood, then we have young age, then we have middle age, then old age. Similarly, same is for product also. This is the year's time, and this is known as, this is for sales. Okay. So it is like this. The graph goes like this. Okay. So this is introduction, intro, growth, right? We might have done this earlier also. Growth, maturity and decline, right? Your maturity and your decline. So now the question is, in which phase will the growth start? Volume of the products pick up. See here, they are picking up in this stage, this one, right? So this stage is known as what? Growth. This is a graph for sales. Remember, that's why it's starting from 0. I can have a separate graph for profits also for the same. How will the profits graph be? See here, in profits graph, initial stage you will be having a 0 negative profits. Then it will go on, and then it will rise, and then it will decline. So in the initial introduction phase, sales will be starting from 0 and it will go above, but profit will be going into negative, okay, in the initial phase. So the answer over here is what? Growth phase. Okay, clear? Let me make it red again. Got it? Next one. One second. Which of the following is the correct formula for calculating return on assets of the bank? So which of the following is the correct formula? Now you want only formula for calculating ROA, return on assets. Okay. Let's see. Fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost average minus operating cost upon total. It is upon total assets. Okay. Everywhere it's upon. So fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost upon total assets. Fee income plus net interest income minus non-operating cost upon average total assets. Fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost average. Operating cost upon average. Let's make this upon average total assets. Liabilities. Okay. So upon average total liabilities. Average total liabilities. Fee income plus net interest income minus non-operating cost upon average total liabilities. What is the answer? This is the third chapter. Okay, branch profitability. There you have this question. Branch profitability. So what can be the answer in this? See this. There is a slight difference between NII and this NIM and this ROA. Slight difference. Because in both of them, NIM also you have total assets in the denominator. Okay. And ROA also you have total assets in the denominator. But there is a slight difference. That slight difference is other income. Okay. Other income. Because in NII, we always calculate the fee in core income only, means net interest income. Okay. Means whenever we calculate that NIM, we take NII upon core income, means that total assets. But in ROA, we add fee income to that. Okay, fee income. So that is the difference. So what will be the answer then? What do you get as an answer over here? It is A. Fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost upon average total assets. This average will be over here. Okay, upon average total assets. Got it? Upon average total assets. So this is the answer. Now just to give you a bit explanation about this, something more about this, because you need to, not only answer is important, we need to understand the things also. Here, ROA means what? Return on asset. It is determined by the amount of the income that it earns on the on its net interest income and the fees on its services. Now, what is fees? Okay, just tell me what is fee income, or what is the other income you can call it. Fee income can be anything. Suppose when you issue the LC, that is also fee income. If you sell the mutual fund, that is also agency income, but that can be considered under fee income. Okay. Return on asset for a bank is calculated as follows. So fee income plus net interest income minus operating cost upon average total assets. Because income is calculated over a time period, but assets are as a balance sheet factor are determined by at a particular time. So that's why average asset is used. Many of you might be wondering why average assets. Because the assets have come throughout the lifetime. Asset is a balance sheet part, but income is a P&L part. To adjust for that, we use this average assets. Got it? Clear? So answer is A. Next one. Which of the following ratios is used for calculating return on equity from return on assets? Understand this. Understand the question properly. ROE, I have to get ROE. Okay? From ROA. So ROA to ROE, I'll write it over here. ROA, return on asset to return on equity. For that, I use one ratio. I use a multiplication ratio. What is that ratio called as? Liquidity ratio, activity ratio, leverage ratio, and performance ratio. What is it called as? Again, chapter 3. Okay? Chapter 3. What do you think should be the answer over here? Yeah. ROA to ROE. You want to go to ROE using ROA. So the answer is this leverage ratio. Okay, the answer is leverage ratio. See, let me explain you. See this ROA into leverage ratio. ROA into leverage ratio equals to ROE. Remember this formula. ROA. Okay, this is a formula. ROA into leverage ratio equals to ROE. You'll say how? Okay, how? See this. What is the formula for ROE? ROE equals to, look at this, income. Let's keep it simple. Income, net income we call it NI, net profit or chalo, net profit upon this equity. Equity. Okay? Equity. Okay, simple. I'm giving you in simple terms. ROA means what? Net profit upon assets. We call it average assets, but let's write simply assets. Okay. What is leverage ratio? Leverage ratio is assets upon equity. Equity. So that is the formula for leverage ratio. So what happens over here? When you multiply these two, assets get cancelled and what remains? Net profit upon equity. So that becomes ROE. So that is the formula to be used. A bank can only earn more net interest income by increasing the number of loans it makes compared with the amount of the bank capital. So more loan it makes, more revenue it will get. Okay, which it does by using leverage. Okay, now the return on for the owners is easy to calculate. So leverage is used. What is leverage? Means how much assets do I have with respect to my capital? How much loans do I give maximum with respect to my capital? Okay, so that's why we get this ROE and ROA. These formulas you have to remember it by heart. Okay, ROA equals to net profit upon average assets, leverage equals to average assets upon equity, and ROE equals to net profit upon equity. Got it? You have to remember this by heart. Got it? Next one. You are given the information of XYZ bank. You are required to calculate the leverage ratio. So you have been given some XYZ bank details. Now you are required to calculate the leverage ratio. Leverage ratio. Again, get it back. What is leverage ratio? Leverage. Leverage ratio equals to, what is the formula for leverage ratio? Just now we saw it. What was that? Assets upon equity, right? So what are the assets given? Bank assets are given as 300 lakhs. Bank liabilities are given as 250 lakhs. Bank capital is given as 50 lakhs. Now what is capital? Capital is composed of what? Shares. Capital means shares. Shares means what? Shares means equity. Here there are two types of capital, but here we'll consider them as same equity because they have not given anything classification in this here. Actually it should be like this. Capital is a part. Capital consists of two parts. Okay. Capital will be tier 1 and tier 2 capital. Means it should have two parts. What are the two parts? One is this equity. Okay, equity is tier 1, we call it T1. Okay, and second one is this T2, that is bonds. So they should have given the classification in the question about the capital, how much is equity, how much is bonds. But if they have not given so, then consider completely as equity only. Okay, so now it is simple. Asset upon equity. What is my asset? Asset means loans. 300 lakh upon what is my equity? 50, right? So 6 is to 1. So my answer is 6 is to 1. Remember, you will get confused between A and C. 1 is to 6 and 6 is to 1. Okay, so asset should be more. Understand this. If you have 1 is to 6 means what? 1 is the asset and 6 is the equity. Means I am having lesser loans than my equity. So that is wrong. So leverage means 6 is to 1. Asset is more and equity is less. That is the meaning of this okay, leverage ratio. Got it? Here all the banks are trying to increase the leverage ratio nowadays by some way or the other. There are various ways of increasing the leverage ratio. Okay, means I can buy the derivatives. If you use derivatives, this asset size can increase many folds using the same equity. Many folds if you use the derivatives. Okay, so everyone is after profits today, right? Every bank is after profits. So if you have to increase the profits, you have to increase here. How do profits increase in any bank? Profits of any bank will increase through two ways. One is increase the assets, means loans, and second is fee income. Fee income means all that insurance, LC, all these things. So you have to increase both. That's why you guys are selling insurance. How many guys sell insurance amongst you? How many have the weekly target of insurance? Type yes in the comment section if you have the weekly targets of insurance. Weekly, right? So that is the point. Everyone is selling insurance today. Everyone. Why? Because the pressure, isn't it? Everywhere there is a pressure. Chalo, next one. Low interest rates along with stiff competition among the banks put pressure on the interest margins of the banks, okay, and hence negatively affect the profitability. This is an example of which the following factors affect the profitability of the banks in India. So basically, what does it mean? Low interest rates. Low interest rate means, now you might have seen all the loan interest rates, they are going down, right? Loan interest rates are going down. So as the loan interest rate goes down, banks earning also goes down. Earning also down, right? Earning will also go down. For that you'll have to reduce the deposit rate also, right? So because of this loan rate interest going down, there is a stiff competition among the banks. So there's a huge competition among the banks to put the pressure on the interest margins of the banks. So interest margins are rarely reduced. What is the interest margin? It is called as NII. NII. What is NII? See this. There are two terms actually, NII and NIM. Okay. What is the difference between NII and NIM? See this. NII means what? Total loan interest. Total. I am not talking of single loan. Total loan interest or total asset interest. Okay. Whatever. This is what I earn, right? Loan interest is earned by the bank minus total deposit interest. Keep it that simple. Deposit. Remaining things are same. Okay. So that is basically NII. And what is NIM? NIM equals to NII, whatever NII you get, upon yielding assets. Yielding means those assets which are giving me returns. Okay. Yielding assets. Now you'll say, what do you mean by yielding? Everyone is giving me returns. No, there are two types of loans, NPA and regular ones. So only regular loans over here. NPAs are not considered because are NPAs giving you any returns? No, right? So that is the difference between this interest margin and hence negatively affect the branch profitability. This example, which of the following factors? So what are the factors that are affecting the bank profitability? Microeconomic factors, macroeconomic factors, industry specific factors, other bank specific factors. So here look at this, which of them is the which of them options here? Many of you might be thinking that all of them are correct because all are affecting, right? All are affecting the same for the bank. So but here there's no choice of all of the above. Then what? If no choice of all of the above, then what? What does it mean? So it means that here we have to choose between them. Okay? We have to choose between them. What are we to choose? Look at this. Is it micro? See, look at the first sentence. That's important. Otherwise, everything is same. All of them are affecting, but first sentence is important. Low interest rate along with the stiff competition among the banks put pressure on the interest margin of the banks, right? Of the banks and hence negatively. So low interest rates. Why are low interest rates coming? Because of that competition. So interest rates are going down because of the world level problems. World level. Okay. So that's why it becomes a macroeconomic factor. Macro. Okay. Which of the following factors affect the profitability? So macroeconomic factors along from that above sentence. These are affecting. Okay. Now in this question, if in exam they give you these four options, then you have to choose a macro. But if they give you this option number D is all of the above, means A, B and C. If they give you this choice, then you have to choose D. Remember this because it depends on what options are given. In exam also you will find these problems where the options, if they are given easy, you'll be able to find it. But what happens, many times they tell you to choose between them. So which is the best option available among these, that we have to choose. And in such cases lies the real problem. Okay. So here it is macroeconomic factors. But if they give you the option A, B and C, all of them, then choose A, B and C. Got it? Which of the following are the areas where artificial intelligence is enabled in banking and finance? So which area now? AI is enabled where? Smart wallets, underwriting, lending decisions, customer support. So which of them? Smart wallet. What is smart wallet? Smart wallet means all the selling and purchasing, whatever we do, purchasing which we do, our purchasing habits, those are tracked by the smart wallets. Okay. Suppose if I am spending too much on the food, junk food or pizza, so that will track it. That is known as smart wallet. That I am spending too much on the junk food. If I am spending too much on the cinema, movies, then that will track it. So that is smart wallet. Underwriting means what? Underwriting is a sort of insurance. What is underwriting? Let me give you a simple example. Suppose if I want to give a loan to somebody, some company XYZ, okay, but I'm not sure of this giving the loan, whether this company will repay me back or not. So what happens? There comes a guarantor. Okay. So this guarantor tells me you give the loan without any problem. If there is any problem, I'll give you this guarantee. So this is a sort of guarantee given. Underwriting mainly happens in stock market shares. Whenever I bring an IPO and I want to sell that IPO to the common person. Now whenever I sell this IPO, suppose if I have 1 lakh shares, okay, let me show you over here. If I'm let's say XYZ company, XYZ, okay, company. If I'm this XYZ company, I want to sell 1 lakh shares. 1 lakh shares, 1 lakh shares. I want to sell it to whom? I want to sell it to common persons. Common means investor, common investor. Now I am not sure if these shares are going to be sold or not. May it happen that only 10,000 shares are sold. So here comes the underwriter. Underwriter says that you sell it. if they don't get sold, so if only let's say 70,000 shares are sold, 70k, only 70k are sold, then underwriter tells you remaining 30,000 will be purchased by me, purchased by underwriter. So that is a guarantee given. Okay, purchased 30,000, 30k shares will be purchased. Okay, so that is the meaning of underwriting. Okay, lending decisions and customer support. So where is AI used nowadays? Where is AI used? AI used in everything, isn't it? D 1, 2, 3, and 4, all of them, isn't it? HDFC Bank has developed AI initiative called EVA, right? Everyone knows this. HDFC is having EVA and SBI is having, what is the SBI's name? They call it na ELA? Call ELA, right? HDFC Bank is having EVA and they are having ELA. EVA, built in Bengaluru based henceforth. Okay, which of the following is correct regarding EVA? So this is a basically AI generated tool. EVA is developed for developers, startups, students to come up and with innovative ideas and solutions for the banking sector. EVA is an AI based chatbot for customer service. EVA emulates human actions to automate and perform repetitive, high volume and time consuming business tasks. EVA helps banks in meeting regulatory compliances. So what is true about the EVA? Why is this EVA developed, or why is this SBI's ELA developed? Let's take it both. Okay, why is this ELA developed? Yeah, why? What is the reason? What is the job of this? Does EVA or ELA does anything like startup or anything? Nothing. This is false. This is purely to handle the volume, large volume transactions to the bank. Okay. So it is, what is it? It basically this chatbot, right? Chatbot. So this is true. This is chatbot. EVA emulates human actions to automate and perform repetitive, human, high volume and time consuming business tasks. It can't do business tasks. It can never do the business task. Okay. Time consuming. So it can't do the business. It can only do the repetitive jobs like statements and all those things. Help. So it can't do the business tasks. Also, this regulatory compliance part. This regulatory compliance part is also, banks are having a separate software now for the same. Okay. So that's why this is totally, we have separate software. All the banks are having the separate softwares now. So the correct answer over here is only this. EVA is a AI based chatbot for customer service. Okay, all this repetitive works, these are all done by this EVA. SBI is having another software of theirs, right? What is the name of SBI software chatbot? Anyone can tell me? What is the name of SBI chatbot? Yeah, in the comment section. Plus others. Okay, other banks also, not only SBI, HDFC, there are all the banks. Tell me the chatbot of your bank, everyone. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll move on towards the technology part. This is what I've covered from the various exam questions from other topics as well. So now we'll be moving towards technology part. Okay, technology questions are also equally important. Here, subject that topic of technology. Otherwise, what will happen? If I take only technology, that is hardly half an hour. It can't go beyond that. But now the exams are near, so I wanted to teach you all the subjects. This is marathon number 1. I'll be taking various marathons. Okay, not marathon number 1 actually. I'll be taking various marathons as such on this. Okay, so let's go to the technology questions now. Let's start with this one. Okay, here all these questions are now related to AI, technology, various questions. Okay, so let's start with the first question on that. Which of the following statement is or correct regarding AI, artificial intelligence? So which is correct? Let's see. AI refers to the software technologies that make robo or computer act and think like a human being. Let's see, correct or wrong. The concept of AI and automation are the same. AI and automation are same. Is it the same? Is it the answer? So only one is correct, only two is correct, 1 and 2 both are correct, 1 and 2 are wrong. Sure. Okay, so which one is correct? Comment section. Everyone, give me in the comment section. Comment section. Everyone, answer fast. Sure. Okay, I'll give you. First answer is correct. First is correct. AI refers to software technologies that make robo and a computer think like a human being. Let me explain you a bit. What is this concept? AI refers to the software technologies, all the softwares that make the robo, or basically we are making the machine think like us in our manner. How will we react? Similar machine should react. So AI from time to time is called as machine intelligence also. It's called as machine intelligence. It's basically a simulation. Simulation means whatever I will react, I'll be reacting. Similarly, machine should react. Okay. Simulation of human intelligence. It exhibits intellect exhibited by the machines. Means machine, too much data is fed into this. Okay. And machine then just thinks after using this all data, machine reacts like a human being. So that's why statement 1 is correct. What about statement 2? Statement 2 is incorrect. Why? Because automation, here AI is just coming up. Automation has already happened. So do you mean to say that automation is same as AI? No. So statement 2 is incorrect, because automation basically means making a software or hardware which is capable of automatically doing things, that too without any intervention of human being. Okay. So that is basically automation. So right now we are having too much automation, although we are not having AI in all the fields. But then also we are having automation. Computers do the calculations, right? Computers store the data. So that is possible now also. Automation is basically the use of computer controlled devices to assume the control of the processes. Okay. AI on the other hand is a science as well as engineering, which is involved in making machines which are intelligent, machines intelligent. Okay. And here it is just storing and whatever has been fed, it is easier. In automation, the computer doesn't think. In this AI, computer starts thinking. Okay, therefore AI and automation are different. So the answer is what? Answer is only 1. Okay, A is the answer. Got it? Next one. Who among the following coined the term artificial intelligence? John McCarthy, Alan Turing, Alan Novel, and Herbert A. Simon. Who coined this term? Coined means who gave this term? That this is called as AI. This is AI. Who gave this term? AI. Yeah. Who gave this word? This of AI, concept of AI. So it was given by. Sir, you might think, sir, what is this? These are never asked in the exams. But these have been asked in May 23 and December 23. Both May 23 and December 23. Both they have been asked. Okay. Who coined the term AI? It was by John McCarthy. Okay. So now they have asked John McCarthy. They might ask these also. Alan Turing and Alan Novel and Herbert Simon. So anything they can ask. What is Alan Turing? What did Alan Turing do? Anyone knows Alan Turing? He is considered as the father of the modern science, computer science. Okay. He did this means basically remember only one line. You don't have to do a PhD on Alan Turing. Okay. Father of modern computer science. So developing first modern computers was done by Alan Turing. Okay. So they might ask you this also. Or they might ask you this Alan Novel. What is this Alan Novel? Now these names, all these Firangis, right? We have to study it. But there are many Indians also who have done a lot of great work. Okay. So this Neville novel we call it, Neville also we call it. Actually it's Neville, not novel. N-E. Ellen Neville. Okay. So Ellen Neville was the first computer scientist with broad ranging contributions to information in science and technology. So for pioneering computer scientist, pioneering means he gave them major breakthrough in contributions for the science and technology. Okay, so that was Alan Neville. And what is this Herbert A. Simon? So many names are there. Herbert A. Simon. What is this Herbert A. Simon? Father of several of today's most important decision domains. Okay, let me show you. Okay, because you might be wondering. See here, even I don't know. Do I learn all these guys? No, right? So see this. Here you will see it. So Herbert A. Simon, father of founding, founding father of several of today's most important scientific domains. Okay, so that is basically this uh, novel. Okay, so it can be asked here. Anything can be asked to you. Generally, this John McCarthy is asked many times. Okay, so remember this name by heart, John McCarthy. Okay, next one. Which of the following is defined as a community of banks for exploring, building, implementing blockchain solutions? Blockchain. Who is defined as this? What is this group called as? Okay. Okay. Somebody is asking about John McCarthy. Means I didn't give much information about John McCarthy. All these guys I gave you. So somebody is asking who was John McCarthy and what did he say? You don't have to do any PhD on anyone. Okay. John McCarthy was just an American computer scientist and a cognitive scientist. Cognitive means continuous learning basis. He coined the term AI. He was one of the founders of the discipline of AI. Means founders of AI was, he only started this process. Alan Turing means published a paper on all the possibilities of machines in true intelligence. Okay, so that was about Alan Turing. Forget Alan, that already I've covered. So McCarthy was regarding AI. Okay, now let's move on to today's this question. So what is this called as? Following defined as a community of banks who are exploring and implementing all that blockchains. So that is called as bank chain. This is known as bank chain. What is bank chain? How many of you have reverted in the comment section? Bank chain. Think about it. Let me see. Bank chain. Okay. Firstly, understand what is bank chain. Bank chain was announced on February 2017. Okay, by SBI, India's largest bank. So SBI announced this. Okay, bank chain. A 30 plus member of consortium led by SBI, the country's largest lender, and includes banks, NBFCs, National Payment Corporation, and organizations set up by this government of India. Okay, so all these banks came together and NBFCs, not only bank. Okay, bank chain is a community of these banks for exploring, building, and implementing the blockchain technology. Okay, so blockchain technology is what same as that of that Bitcoin. Okay, it's a open ledger system, distributed ledger, DLL we call it. Bankchain is supported by Pune-based startup Prime Chain Technologies to create these solutions. Okay, now this is not asked in the exam. Pune-based it is. Okay. Currently, it has 37 members and 8 live projects. 37 members and 8 live projects. Okay, bank chain. Got it? Move on. Next. Which of the following is are correctly paired regarding the AI initiatives and their respective purposes? So, AI initiative and a purpose. Purpose means what is the objective of that? Drive-through banking allows the customer to do banking transactions without getting out of the car. Chatbot. System of self-service terminals that delivers a wide range of value-based e-services to the consumer. Passbook updation kiosk, virtual assistants which enable customers to print their passbooks. So which one is which one is correctly paired? Okay, always look at the question. You want correct or not correct? Okay, always focus on this. So which one is correctly paired over here? Think. Firstly, what is the drive-through banking? Drive-through banking. So drive-through banking allows the customer to do banking transactions without getting out of the car. Okay, without getting out of the car. That is drive-through. What is the harm in it? What is the difficulty? Now I can do it on my mobile. So if I can do it on my mobile, what's the difficulty in doing it in the car? Isn't it? There is a lane where the customer can do the transactions without a window. Voice AI system is being developed to replace the human beings, okay, through banking. So voice AI, voice artificial intelligence. The bank stations are a system of self-service terminals that deliver wide range of value-based services. Bank stations. Now look at this. We have up till now bank branches. Now the concept coming up is bank stations. So this bank station is a part in the AI. Okay. So it provides wide range of services, e-services to the consumers. Okay, like bill payment and government payments, etc. All these. Okay. So that is bank stations. Okay. What is this passbook printing? See, this passbook printing kiosk is just an automatic machine. It is there, right? Automatic kiosk which enables the customer to print a passbook. What is the use of this? Obviously very use, because otherwise we had to put a salaried employees. Have you seen in your branch only? For many years you might have seen some person who's having the highest salary, 50,000, 70,000, and what does that guy do? Printing. Trrr, 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 trrr. Passbook printing. 55,000, 60,000 passbook printing. Why? Because old employee. You can't say anything. Okay. Now the days are gone. Everything will be moved on now. No passbook printing in the banks. It is done in that kiosk only. Okay. So various banks like SBI, BOB, in fact many banks have started this in a big way. You see the kiosk of SBI everywhere, right? They've installed this self-printing passbook kiosk, right? Now, what is the third one? The third one is regarding chatbot. Na? Chatbot. What is the chatbot? Chatbot is basically the virtual assistant. Remember this. A new tool designed to simplify their interaction between the humans and the computer. So chatbot means basically it's a AI only, part of AI only. Okay. So it acts like a human being and answers like a human being. So chatbots are examples of AI in banking, and that are replacing the front desk scenes at the banks. Danger, huh? Danger. So front desk is being replaced by AI. Isn't it? Danger sign. Tuk, danger. So that's why complete this CAIIB fast. Once you become the knowledgeable bankers, then nobody can touch you in bank. These AI-led machines provide next level digitized and customer interactive experiences. Okay, so that is the beauty of AI. Okay, so what is the which one was the correct one? Drive-through allows okay. Chatbot self-system terminal that delivers wide range of value-based e-services to customers. Self-service terminals. Okay, self-service. Are these self-service terminals? Chatbot. Are these the one? So self-service terminals are which? These are basically this kiosk. Okay, so this should be kiosk. Passbook updation. Virtual assistant which enables customer to print a passbook. So assistant, is there an assistant? It's just a machine. It's a machine, not an assistant. Okay. Assistant means similar to that of this chatbot. Okay. So that is the assistant. So only one is correct over here. Okay. So self-service terminals that delivers wide range of value-based e-services. So that is wrong. Okay. Chatbot is not that. It's not a terminal. It is an assistant. Okay. Got it? Clear everyone? Next one. Consider the following statements regarding the blockchain technology. Now what is a blockchain? Just now I gave you that example. Blockchain means it is similar to that of that open ledger system, right? Distributed DLL we call it. Distributed ledger technology. So consider this following. See, what do I mean by this blockchain? You have seen that Bitcoin, all that frauds which happened, Bitcoin, that coin, X coin, Y coin, Z coin, all these coins, and then fraud, everything gone. The issuer is a problem. See here, always in a blockchain technology, the issuer is a problem. Issuer. If that issuer is trustworthy, then there's no problem. Technology is not at all an issue over here. Okay. So consider the following statements regarding the blockchain technology and choose the incorrect ones. Here, always focus on the question. Is it asked incorrect or correct? Okay, incorrect one. So blockchain is a centralized and digital ledger. Centralized and digital ledger. Let's see. Because just now what did I tell you? Distributed. Centralized means what? Power in one hand. Okay. Distributed means what? Power in various hands. Blockchain is a digital information. We want incorrect. Huh? Blockchain is a digital information stored in the public database, on a public database. Blockchain is used to store encrypted data. So this is true. Blockchain is technology visions to solve multiple issues related to digital transactions such as data security, fraud. That is true. What about A and B? Which one is true, which one is false? There is one true, one false. So blockchain is stored in the public database. So that is also true. It is stored in the public database only. The data here, if it is not stored in the public database, then again it becomes centralized. What's the use of distributed? Here, blockchain is what? DLL. DLT we call it, distributed ledger technology. Okay. So when we call it DLT, it means it should be dispersed, distributed. And here what am I doing? Centralized. So this is false. So that is incorrect. Okay. So my right answer is A. That is incorrect. I don't want this incorrect answer, right? Got it, everyone? Clear concept? One more. Which of the following introduced first universal credit card, a portable payment solution that could be used at numerous member establishments? First credit card was introduced by whom? Simple question. First credit card was introduced by whom? Barclays, Diners Club, Synchrony Financial and American Express. Who introduced the first credit card? It was introduced by, what say? Barclays? We have heard all these big names. American Express Bank, right? You have heard these names? American Express, MX we call it, MX. This bank is called as MX, American Express. MX. Then Barclays. We all feel that, so these two big banks, so diners means what? That will be related to some lunch food, right? Diners Club, food. Name itself says, na, diners. So we'll say, this is not a bank. So Barclays or Amex, that can be the answer. A or D. But the answer is B, Diners Club. This was the first company to introduce. This is not a Diners Club, means it's not just dining. Huh? It's a big company. Okay, it has many financial institutions under its pocket, in its pocket. Okay, so that is Diners Club. So it was introduced by Diners Club. Okay, and not any of these banks, Barclays or anything. Okay, it was not introduced by anyone. It was by Diners Club. Here, this first credit card. Now, if I give you the history, it will be a long history. The first credit card came in 1950 by Diners Club. Okay, 1950, long back. Then in India also we brought it in around 1991. I had seen the Bob cards, Bank of Baroda cards at that time. The introduction of credit card fundamentally changed how the consumers view their finances or use their finances. They no longer had to carry or spend cash for every purchase, right? Because at that time, this UPI, VPI, nothing was there. So what was there? Only card system. So no longer had to carry or spend cash for every purchase. They now had the freedom to borrow against a line of credit. See here, credit card is what? Line of credit. Means some loan is given to you. So I can buy up to that loan, isn't it? Net credit card is a loan, to be frank. Okay, means you have to pay it back, otherwise you will be charged heavy interest, right? That annual rate. Okay. Nowadays we have these contactless cards. Means all the banks have brought in contact because of that advent of UPI, isn't it? Now, have you anyone has swiped any card for last almost 6 months? And if yes, how many times? That's somewhere we might have swiped, but once or twice, isn't it? Now the things are changing. We are all moving towards contactless cards. Okay. Which of the following is correct? Statement number 1. Now see here, you will be getting two statements like this. Which of them is correct? There can be various ways of asking this. One way is they can ask you which of the statements is correct, number 1. Number 2, they can give you some statement and second statement can be the reason. Means they'll ask you whether this reason is suiting to this statement, like this. Anyways, they can ask. Okay. So which of the following is correct? Statement 1. Aadhaar number can be used for transferring funds through IMPS. Statement 2. only a transfer is initiated, once a transfer is initiated, it cannot be terminated into IMPS in IMPS. Means first one is okay. Second one, once I do the transaction or if once I transfer the funds, it cannot be received back. It's that simple. So which of them is correct? Aadhaar number can be used for transferring funds through IMPS. Can Aadhaar number be used? Anyone? Yes? Right? We can use Aadhaar number, right? We can use this Aadhaar number for transferring the funds. Got it? In IMPS, what is the method? What is the method of transferring the funds in IMPS? Yeah? What do you think? What do we need? We need Aadhaar number and second thing, something more we need. Yes? Something more we need. What do we need? Through IMPS, there can be two things here. One is that mobile number plus that MMID. Mobile number plus MMID. Either that or second way is directly the Aadhaar number can also be used. Okay. So both the ways it can be done. Got it? Right? So fund transfer through IMPS can be done either through Aadhaar number or using your MMID and mobile number, anyone, okay, or even by using your IFSC code and account number. Any of these are allowed. So that is basically through IMPS. This IMPS utilizes the mobile number or the Aadhaar number to connect with this account number. If the funds are transferred from one bank to another bank account, one bank account to another bank account using IMPS, it initially connects you with the bank account with the help of your mobile number. IMPS is an immediate fund transfer service. After initiating the payment, means once we initiate the payment, it cannot be reversed or cancelled. Okay, so that's why both the statements are correct. Statement 1 and 2. Okay, both. So A is answer. Second one. Which of the following is correct? NEFT operates on DNS principle. And statement 2, NEFT can be used by people without having an account number to transfer the funds. So now, which of them is correct? NEFT operates on DNS principle. So is it so? Okay, what is DNS principle? Everyone, what is DNS principle? Who can tell me? DNS principle means in the comment section. Yeah, in the comment section, please. Yeah, it is deferred net settlement. Deferred net settlement means what? Batch systems. Here it's simply, why are they giving some difficult words? I don't understand. It is simple batch system. It works on batch system. Means it's always half an hour batch, right? Every half an hour there is a batch, and there are total 48 batches. So that is DNS principle. Okay, deferred net settlement. Deferred full form is deferred net settlement. What does it mean? It means batch only. Okay, got it? NEFT can be used by people without having an account number to transfer the funds. Yes, it can be done. NEFT can be used. Okay, so it can be used by people who are not having the account number also. So both 1 and 2 are correct. Both 1 and 2. Okay. In fact, do you know NEFT can be used to transfer the funds in Nepal also, from Bharat to Nepal. Okay, it can be used for to transfer the funds there also. Okay, you can see here, what is NEFT basically? It's a sort of DD, right? It's just a medium of fund transfer. Don't you give DDs to cash, those who bring the cash not having the account number? You give the DDs, no? Same logic, NEFT can also be done. Okay, so it can be done for any of this person without having account number also. A cost of a two-wheeler is 70,000 and is purchased and its salvage value is 10,000. At the end of 6 years, the amount of depreciation of the two-wheeler for the second year under SLM is, SLM is what? Straight line method. Look at this, SLM, straight line method. It's the simplest method, straight line, okay? Line. So straight line method means what's here? 70,000 is the first year, means when I brought this, it is 70,000, right? Then what happens? It goes on at the end of 6 years, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. At the end of 6 years, the value is what? 10,000. So how much is gone? Total net gone is 60,000, right? This 60,000 is gone in how many years? 6 years, right? So per year, how much will it go? 10, 10, 10, 10, like this, right? So 60,000 is gone. So what is asked? The amount of depreciation on the two-wheeler for the second year is, second year. Now let them ask any year. First year also 10,000, second year also 10,000, third year also 10,000. So answer is 10,000. Always remember, in straight line method, the depreciation amount is constant. Here, something new you must understand over here. Straight line, depreciation, it's always amount constant, amount, okay? Amount constant, okay? Amount is constant. And in WDV, written down value method, here percentage is constant. Okay, in WDV, percentage is constant. Got it? Next one. Among the following, which of the following is correctly matched on the basis of definition and a person by whom it was treated? So definition means basically you have to match the name and the definition. It's that simple. You have to match the name and the definition. So which one of them is correct? Just go on reading this. Very big definitions, isn't it? Sir Frederick Seabaum, bank marketing is a proactive business strategy aimed at organizational excellence. You want the definition and the person. Correct one. Huh? Kenneth Andrew, bank marketing is a matching of the bank's resources with the customer's needs in most profitable manner. Dirk van der Weyer, bank marketing is the creation and delivery of customers satisfying services at the profits to the bank, and all of the above. So many names, we have not even heard them, right? So I won't rack your brains over here. I'll simply give the answer. It is this. Okay, it's B. Remaining things you need not even know this. Kenneth Andrew gave this definition. Bank marketing is matching the bank's resources with the customer's needs and in most profitable manner. Okay, so that is basically the definition. Got it? Next one. Among the following, which of the following is not the fundamental ingredients of an effective marketing mix in retail banking? Now, what do you mean by this? See, this marketing mix we are talking of. Effective marketing mix means basically we are talking of over here is P's of marketing. P's of marketing. How many P's of marketing are there? Okay. How many P's of marketing? See this. There are basically, in product marketing, there are 4 P's. Okay. 4 P's. And in services marketing, there are 7 P's. So what are these 4 P's and what are these 7 P's? See this. 4 P's are product, price, place, promotion. This is for product. And for services, these 4 are there and we add 3 more. People, process and physical evidence. So these additional are only for services. Means total for services, how many P's are there? 7. Total for product, how many P's are there? 4. Got it? Clear? Now, which of them is not the fundamental ingredient? So, which of them is not there over here? Persistence. It's not there. Right? So, that's why that is the answer. Persistence. Right? So, persistence here. Persistence is required in life. But persistence is not required in this. Okay? Keep it very simple. That was the joke. Okay? So now, as I told you, I'll be showing you how to join the this classes revision batch. Even though you'll say, sir, only 3-4 days, but 3-4 days are well enough. RBW, you can score around 80 to 85, 90. I guarantee you'll score more than 80. Okay, go for Adda 24/7 revision batches. Don't miss this. Use the app for purchasing. In the app, you're getting 1% extra. 4 days is a long period. Kindly note, long, long, long. You can change the whole your future in 4 days. Click on JAIIB and CAIIB. Click on JAIIB October. Look at this revision batch. Okay, go for it right now. This batch, 4 days is, you can turn the skies upside down. Ebooks, test series. Follow only the classes also. Follow the ebooks or test series. Follow the test series, question bank. It's a sort of question bank only. Follow it. And right now, use discounts are there. What are the discounts? Look at this. Click on buy now. Put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Look at this. 77% discount you are getting. 77, huge. And 1% extra using the app. 78. By this discount, using this discount, you can change your future. If you have earned a bit less in ABM, if you are in this AFM or PPB, IIFS, if you have earned a bit less, 47, 48 something, you can score over here. So to make up for this RBWM, join this batch immediately. And if you are planning for the future, next, many of you might be planning for the next session also, right? Coming session. For that, you join the Mahapack. Right now, double validity is you are getting. Means you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. You buy for 12 months, you get it for 24 months. Same discount. Okay? So don't miss it. Join us app. Exam, best of luck for your future. Tomorrow I'll again be there with a new marathon. One more marathon. Now continuous marathons. These 2 mini marathons. Then one mega marathon, one revision, one chalisa. That's why I'm saying subscribe to the channel. Click on this bell icon. You will get on and on and on, and everything you are getting. If you want to grow in your future, don't miss this channel. Subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Don't miss it. Okay?